Hello everyone. Welcome to today's webinar. We'll be discussing about we are hosting this webinar every alternate week in order to help you understand the core functionalities of Vmaker and use it to its optimum potential. So that is the goal, behind all these webinar sessions which we are doing. And in today's webinar, we really have a very interesting topic, which is about showing the different features of the app that will help you to communicate and collaborate with your team in an effective manner. So that is the goal, behind today's webinar. And if you have any questions, you know the drill. You can just go ahead and drop them in the questions column, and we'll be taking it up at the end of the webinar. So without any further delay, let's jump right in. I'll just share my screen. Javan, if you can please confirm when you can see it.
Right. That's all good here, Lakshman. I can see your screen.
Perfect then. Cool. So firstly, guys, if you haven't done this already, you can simply go to vmaker.com, and then you can log in or sign up to the application. And once you sign up or log in, you will see the welcome screen, which means we are currently on the Mac version, and the Windows version will be launched soon. So you can download the application from there for your Mac OS, and you can start recording. And once you've downloaded the application, you just have to launch the app, and here you go. You will see the list of options here, based on which you can record. Let me just pull this down. Yep, now I think you can see this better. So you have the option to record your screen, your webcam, your screen plus webcam, and you also have the option to schedule the recording as well, which I'll talk to you in a bit. So the good part about this particular tool is that it allows you to record both part of videos, which is your system audio as well as the external audio as well. And to control all these, you see this simple three dots right here. And if you click on it and go into preferences, you will see multiple options through which you can control the different options available within the application, be it the recording quality, using system audio or external audio, the countdown before recording, highlighting mouse clicks, flip camera, showing the control menu, dock icon, etc., and etc. So this is where you control pretty much everything within the app. And then yes, of course, you have the option to record it using your webcam. Okay, there I am once again. And this allows you to switch between cameras as well. Right now I'm using the default camera. You can also use an external camera or the microphone, something like what I'm using. You can see that the external microphone is also being shown here. You can probably switch your video and microphone options, and you have the option to record both your screen and your webcam. This is probably used in most tutorial cases. And then finally, you have the scheduler option, wherein you can simply type in your title and then schedule the recording, and the system will start to record the particular session automatically without your external interference. So that is something which is used whenever you have a meeting or a class or something scheduled, and you don't have to worry about missing those session. You can always have it recorded and then view it at a later point of time. Apart from that, you can quickly see that I'm currently working on the enterprise version, which means I have the option to record up to 4K, and I also have the option to record under custom size. And this option is also available in other paid plans as well. Except for the light plan, you get these options in other areas as well, so it shouldn't be an issue. So finally, once you're all set, once you're thorough with the features, don't worry, there'll be an onboarding for you as well in order to walk you through whenever you start with this. And once you're done with all these features, you can simply press start recording. And once we press start recording, let's say I just want to record my screen here. There is a countdown, and here you go. So let's say I just want to record this particular screen. I also have an option on the left hand side, if you can see it. Um, and you can see whenever I click on my mouse, it is highlighted. And there is this annotation option, wherein you have the option to choose colors as well. And you can simply draw on your screen. I think red is a bad choice for this particular color, but still, you can still go ahead, draw something on your screen, and then you can just expose certain things, and it automatically disappears after a certain amount of time. Once you're done with your recording, simply press stop recording, which is the red button here. and your video will be automatically recorded, uploaded to the particular player page. So it'll kind of look something like this. I think our video is going to take a bit of time to upload. So yep, this is how the player recording page is going to look like. And this is your player page, wherein you control the video which you have recorded right now, right from editing the name of the video, for example, something like that, to setting up a timer. A timer is basically something wherein you set a delay. For example, I want this video to be deleted automatically after 2 hours. And this is where our discussion for today starts. For example, you send a review video. For probably I send something to Jovan, for review. I don't want to stay, I don't want it to stay there for maybe like not more than 3 days. Then I can simply set a timer and automatically it deletes it post the timer. And followed by that, there is this option to delete the video as well. And then I can duplicate this. I also have the edit option, which I'll come back later again. And then there is the download option, wherein you can download the video and then upload it to a different file or system which you're operating in. There is this option to share this particular video to your teammates via an email, or probably copy link and share it via Slack or any other internal communication channel you are using. There are further options to collaborate better with your team, which is in the dashboard area, which we'll come back in a bit. Now, let's talk about the edit button here. So once you click on the edit button, the default editor will open up. Yep, think the default edit button is going to open up. And here is where you can see the different options to edit. You can simply see your quick tool set here. And if you click on it, you have the option to trim your video, resize your video, probably flip your video and rotate your video. These are some of the options you have right here. And any changes you make here are being auto saved, so you don't have to worry about manually saving them. For example, if I just want to trim the video, I can just reduce the timeline and simply press OK. And you can see that all changes are being saved automatically. So once you are done with these changes, you can simply go back and share the link once again, or you can just download it directly and then share it as well. So those are the couple of options available within the editor option as well. Perfect. So once we have covered all these things, let me just cross check my notes as well. I don't want to miss anything. All right. So once we have covered all these areas, here is where the big part for today is, which is the dashboard, which helps you to better your team collaboration. So firstly, with the dashboard, this is a common area wherein all your recordings get stored. You can see a lot of my recordings right from January, December, everything is being scattered here. And I'm a very bad person in organizing things, but you have the option to create different folders. Maybe you can do it month-wise or based on different teams you're managing. And you can simply drag and drop your recordings to that particular folder as well. Now, once you organize all your recordings to any folder, you have the option to rename, delete, or share this particular folder as well. As you can see, like I showed initially, I am on the enterprise plan, but you can also create different workplaces, and based on wherever you're operating, and even within one particular workplace, you can create different folders like this, and create share options. So for this particular workspace, which is called Vmaker Marketing, I can go here, which is my team. Right, I have it opened here already. So I can go here, which is this particular workplace, which is called Vmaker Marketing Team, and I can start inviting multiple members to my particular my team as well. And once they get added, you have two options. The owner is the one who creates the particular team, and then there is this option between having them as an admin or a member. Even after they get added to the team, you still have the option to go back and change this particular option as well. So you don't have to worry about it. And the list of people whom you have invited who haven't joined yet, they are shown at the bottom. So this is where you organize your team members initially. And then once again, let's move back to the dashboard. So once you have created all your videos and once you have recorded them in folders, you also have the option to create subfolders within them as well. So this probably works more from a Google Drive perspective, wherein you create folders, subcategory folders, just like how it is organized in your local storage as well. Plus, once you click the share button, you have the option to share it again, share the folder as an email, or you can probably use a link. And once again, within the link you have the option to just view link or edit link. Edit link means people who have this link can add new videos to this particular folder. View link, people can simply view it and they cannot edit it. So if you're probably sharing this to your external client, then for review, then you can just share them the view link. And if you're sharing it internally for someone, in order to collaborate with them within your team, for example, if I'm sharing with Jervin, then I'll probably choose the edit link so that he can add his replies to whatever videos I have shared through the same folder, and it'll make our communication or collaboration effective. And finally, there is this option called shared with me. Once again, anyone who shares any videos, not exactly folders, or even if they are shared folders, all those projects would be appearing here, which is the shared with me option. And we are having some interesting features lined up through this, three areas as well. And watch out for this page. Watch out on this page for those announcements in the near future. I think that's going to be pretty exciting. So yeah, as a quick roundup, this is how you will be using Vmaker in order to create videos, organize them via different folders, and then finally share them and restrict the access while you're sharing them with your team or with your client as well. Yep. So I think I've covered pretty much, what I have to add for today. Javin, anything which I missed? Think you are my housekeeper for today.
Yeah. So yes, Lakshman. So we've given a brief of how vmaker can be used for team collaboration. But
Yes.
here's the thing: when it comes to each type of teams, it could be marketing, or it could be a development team, or it could be any sales team. There are so this framework applies very specifically for all the teams to collaborate. So all they have to do is create a workplace, create a folder, and start communicating over there by recording videos. So it's a great way to stay connected and understand what everyone is working on. And I feel that it's much easier to grasp things when they are recorded videos, and they are much more focused. So it could be of really good value to teams to collaborate. So yeah, so this is something that could be of extremely good value.
Precisely. I think we discussed this last week in our webinar on customer support as well, on how exactly they can better understand the questions whenever they share it as a video instead
Yeah.
of sharing them as a text. And one more thing to add is we always position VMaker as a productivity tool, more than just a screen and video recorder, which is why we are talking about all these options instead of just basic features which the tool is expected to have. So whoever who's watching, if you have any suggestions towards improving this particular features, we are always welcome to add them to our product lineup and then work on them and on priority as well. Yep. Think Javin, thanks again for adding that. I think we'll just quickly move on to the questions. All right, I'll take up the first questions. Javin, feel free to add in, if you have anything addition to what I'm
Sure.
saying as well.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
all right, first question. I think the name is interesting. It's from Ninja. Okay. And can I create workspaces in all plans? Okay. Ninja, you can create workspace. For example, if you can see, I showed you like how I have created multiple workspaces even in the light plan. But the problem is, if you need to add members to those particular plan, then yes, you need to start moving into the paid plan if you need to add new members or create new videos within those different workspaces as well. So yes, I think that answers your question. We'll move on to Jervin. Anything from your end on that?
Yeah, I think you've covered it. Maybe I would like to read the next question. I've just noticed it right now.
Oh,
Uh,
okay, please go ahead.
so this is from Blake, and he's asking, how many members can I add to my team in the Teams plan?
Okay, that's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay, so Blake, there are no actual limits, in terms of the number of users you can have per team. But I would suggest that if you're crossing, maybe hundreds of users, then I would definitely recommend you to move from teams to the enterprise plan, wherein we can customize the packaging, customize the offering based on your requirement. So yeah, practically there is no huge, restriction in terms of the number of players. But if you're crossing like maybe hundreds of users, then I would recommend you to move towards the enterprise plan there as well.
And one more thing to add, based on the requirement, there are certain cases where we even customize some features to specifically suit a need. So that is also something that we can take care of.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I just missed that. Can you just repeat it?
Yeah. So what I was saying is, based on the need, if it's if there are people looking for more than 100 users, we usually customize features as well to
Yes,
suit particular need of a customer
that's
or
right.
user. So we do that as well, and that is possible. And if there is anything that someone is looking for specifically in vmaker for a large user base, then we can do that.
That's right. That was very well put. Thanks for adding that, Javan. Okay, Javan, you wanna take the next question?
Yes, this is from a person called Terence.
Okay.
I hope I'm reading the name correct. Sorry, don't get
Yes.
offended, Terence. Okay, is there a way I can remove users from my workspace?
Workspace. Okay, okay. So Terence, yes, you absolutely have the liberty to remove users from your workspace as well. But the point is, you should be the owner of that particular workspace. You cannot be a team member. And I mean, we have had instances wherein our support team can come into play if at all you need to add tags and then remove based on that, or probably set timelines and then remove based on that. You can also raise a support ticket, and then you can remove users as well. So there are a couple of ways to do the same, but yes, at the end you can always remove users from your workspace at a later point of time. That's not an issue at all.
Right.
Okay, do we have any other questions, Javan?
I think that's about it. Let's see if we have any more coming, or I think that's about it we have received for right now.
Perfect. Okay, so I think Javan, can you just add an end note about the community as well? I know you've been putting in some
Sure.
great efforts
Yeah.
lately there.
Exactly. So, for all of our viewers, we are very actively communicating and collaborating and talking about a lot of productivity and workflow stuff on our Facebook community. You can join there. You can connect with other vmaker users as well who are using vmaker for their productivity, and we also talk about a lot of thought leadership, and the conversations are very engaging, so you might want to consider joining our Facebook community. And also we have a Slack channel wherein we talk about the latest updates on vmaker. We take in all the questions or queries that you might have, so it's an easier way to connect with us, not just the support team, but us marketers and the people, and all of our team will be there on vmaker Slack channel to answer all your queries. And I think it's a great place for all our users to be, and it's growing. And I invite all our vmaker users to join there. If you're wondering where you should be looking for the links, all of our emails will have the community links in the footer, so you might want to check that out. And I think we have the email list of all the people who have attended our webinar, so I'll be happy to send an email with the community link as well.
Perfect. So, guys, when you can please keep an eye out on your inbox for the recording of this webinar, since you have registered for the same. And when you get that, please don't forget to look into the footer of the email as well, or probably the signature of the email, wherein you'll have the links to join our community on Facebook or on Slack, whichever that is convenient for you. And yep, Jovan is the guy who would be spearheading that, and you can talk with him directly. You can talk with the team directly, and we have quite a lot of interesting things happening there as well. So please don't miss that. All right then. Cool. Thank you, Jovan. I think with that, we can close probably the second product webinar. I think second time we are right on time. We have closed it on
Right.
20 minutes without extending it. So yep, I think guys, please have a look into this particular session as well. We have one more webinar coming up next week, for which we'll have a guest coming in from the sales side of things. So we'll shoot out an email regarding that to you soon, and you can register for the same. And that's going to be a pretty interesting topic next time as well. So, yep. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot for joining, Javin. Once again, thanks for pitching in
Yeah.
at the dire situations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Pleasure.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks a lot.